Hi, my name is Laurie Ritchie. Welcome to Laurie's Lift. Today, as usual, we are going to be starting with my Artfelt Oracle deck and making a random poem draw, which you will select a piece of that, a sentence, a word, or just the gist of it in order to dive into some writing after we make the little bit of artwork. I have a 4x4 tile and a micron pen. I'm using an 08 and a graphite pencil, but you can use a regular pencil, and a tortillon. So let's do a random draw of my Oracle deck, which you can purchase from me for 25 bucks. Just respond somewhere below this video and I will mail you one. Okay. Beautiful. When we have emptied ourselves of man-made dreams and visions of grandeur, we come to the real fabric of our interweaving threads of existence. When we no longer have a pathway out of the darkness, when silence after the storm of self-battery ends, we can hear the small whisper of our heart. The ego that is not questioning, manipulating, scheming, is not active. The impeded ego is the one that sings. I remember this poem. I can't remember. It was inspired by a well-known poem. And it was the impeded river is the one that sings, which always stumped me. The impeded ego is the one that sings. That is the one, that's what I'm going to ponder. So to start this, let's draw a small square. You can do it over the entire, my pen is almost out. I need a new one. Here's another. You can put your border all the way around the edges of yours. I'm going to leave a little bit of room at the top for my writing. And like I said, this comment, this part of the poem, the impeded ego is the one that sings. What does that mean? So we're going to contemplate that as I explain this to you. So today I want you can start with a pencil, but it really doesn't matter. But you'll start with a pencil. This actually is called Gotcha. And it looks like it's difficult, but it's really not. And so once you have that, then you'll draw an X in each of these. I'm just going to continue this line all the way down to that corner, and this line all the way up through the center to that corner, and then complete my X's. So as that is done, go ahead and marker that in. So the reason why that part of the quote is so questionable to me is because anything that is not in flow certainly isn't the one that sings in my head. It's the one that cries because it's impeded, it's blocked flow. So I really had to ponder that. And what I think it means to me is, even when we feel like we're not flowing, we still are, because that catalyzes us to do something different. So, all right, I'm going to look at some notes here so I can remember how to do this. All right, so we're going to start up at this far left corner, and you'll come down to just a little bit further, like about 1 millimeter closer to that line. I'm going to curve it, put it up at an angle just to show you. And so you just curve it down like that. And then you make another one from the same point and just a little bit further. And the same point and a little bit further. And then we'll come up and do the same thing from that left corner, I think. No, I think it goes from... Forgive me if I don't get this right. I only did this once. And so I'm going from the far corner up this way. You know what? Maybe I ought to finish up this one. I don't know. Let's come back to this first square. I'm going to just go all the way around. I think that's what I need to do. Let's just do one at a time so we don't get confused. Come around to this one and go more. So yeah, I guess that the meaning for that poem is not to get too frustrated when you feel like things aren't moving, because they actually are interiorly. So once we get done with that full circle or that full square, you're going to come back up, and where this is coming up or out on that right side, you follow it over and act like it's jumping through and coming into this side. It's jumping over those 3 lines and coming up to this same point on that bottom left. It's coming across those 3 lines and diving down into that left area. So turn it, same thing. It's coming from this corner up here, coming across those 3 lines and coming back out and down to this corner. From there down to this corner. From there down to this corner. And I just go ahead, you can fill in this entire triangle that's left. And just kind of scribble this in. Okay, turn it, and now it's coming across and into that corner, across into that corner, across into that corner. I know this might be confusing for some of you, just starting off. But again, one single line added in simplicity. And it's amazing what can be created. Again, if you don't get this right, just try it again. So I don't know if I was supposed to start in that corner or that corner, but that's where I started. So let's do that. Start in the right corner, come down 1, 2, 3, spin it. Start in that right corner and come down 1, 2, 3. We do not want to gotcha in this. Or making you feel like you are stalled. You know, it's possible in doing this if you get frustrated and have to start over again. That might be your impeded ego that is making you sing, maybe in anger, maybe in frustration. And how do you handle that? Maybe you put it away for today. Maybe you come back. It's all just great practice for noticing those things that cause us frustration. You know, those things that we try that are new and we don't quite get it to start with. Do you allow yourself to be a beginner? The ego that is not questioning, manipulating, scheming is not active. I'm not sure where my head was in that. Because all of those words are making me judge. I'm going to come out of this center here and go back to the right on this, I guess. I don't know if there's a right answer on where to start. 1, 2, 3. Give it a turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. 2 and 3, and now we're back to this. And so, yep. So once you have that, you come back down here from this corner down to that corner, skipping through those 3 lines. Down to that corner, down to that corner, down to that corner, and fill in that leftover triangle. You could do anything with that open space. You could, I kind of like circles a lot of times. Circles would be cool in there. 1 and 2 and 3. Fill in that space. One and 2 and 3. Fill in this empty space. My computer turned sealed out. I don't know that I am still taping. I guess I am. 1 and 2 and 3. Fill in the empty space. Okay, last one. And let's see, I think I am going to start with, I don't know. Again, now I don't think it matters. But I'll start with this right side this time. On the right side, 1, 2, 3. So yes, so I guess I keep coming back to my my poem that I wrote, that I always feel are inspired poems, but sometimes I wonder, what in the heck did I mean by that? But I guess it really is, don't judge the judgment, because even that is impeded, right? Even it's all good. Don't think that you are ever out of flow, because the impeded ego, perhaps, maybe because it is the frustration, the anger, those are extreme feelings, both good and bad, are the ones that really sing loud. Makes me think of, I used to sing in a choir in which my choir director used to say, sing boldly so that she could hear the mistakes. And I always used to think she said sin boldly, which, if you're if you're going to do anything, when you do it boldly, your body will let you know. It will sing loudly to you to tell you yes or no. So perhaps that is what I meant by it. If you're listening and you have a thought to that, tell me what you think that means for you. So, for this, if you're shading, you're going to shade anywhere it looks like it goes under. Anywhere it goes under. So, 6 areas. There. There, 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 and there. and I'm doing it right to the outside of the line. Right to the outside where it's coming through. I don't know if you understand. That makes sense. But as it's passing through, like it's passing through here, you're going to put it to the outside of this line. Here. And then so you take your tortillon or blending tool and you'll just blend outwards and away. Oh, I'm already at 21 minutes. So sorry, guys. Maybe I'll just blend this one here just to show you how cool that makes that look. And so with that, as I continue to blend the rest of these, I thank you once again for joining me. Please make sure to initial your work and then flip it over and say a couple of words about what you wrote today. Whether it was the same of my questioning, mysterious writing or not. Yours was different. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.